Well, you watch a Breakfast Central on News Central. Let's also remind you of some of our top stories thus far. But let's tell you this, that if you are in Morocco, well, the update simply is Moroccan police have arrested several people at a cafe in the mega city of Casablanca on suspicion of failing to observe the Ramadan fast, which is penalized by Moroccan law. A news website known as His Press reported that on Wednesday, customers and employees of the cafe located in central Casablanca were arrested amid a large public gathering of citizens. Well, during the holy month of Ramadan, one of the 5 pillars of Islam, believers are asked to abstain from drinking, eating, and having sex from dawn until sunset.
And during the holy month of Ramadan in Morocco, where Islam is the state religion, Article 222 of the Penal Code stipulates that breaking the fast in public is punishable by up to 6 months in prison. And we have cases of arrest for breaking the fast, and it has made headlines in recent years, much to the displeasure of a handful of activists who defend the right not to fast. So we have the law saying it is punishable by up to 6 months in prison, and human rights activists saying it is against the human rights. We choose between religion and law and religion. We had this story earlier on. We also brought to you stories about 3,000 prisoners who have been released in Egypt by Abdel Fattah al-Sissi. And of course, there's been commended by a lot of people, especially those who have come hard against the Prime Minister, Sisi, who they say has arrested opposition members of the government and also journalists who have been supposedly, according to the government, they said that the journalists have been spreading false news against the government. So they were arrested, and that caused a lot of retribution in Egypt. But right now we see lots of journalists and over 3,000 prisoners being released in this holy month. I think the Sinai, yes, in the liberation anniversary of the liberation of the Sinai, a peninsula occupied by Israel between 1967 and 25 April 1982. And apart from that, I mean, releasing 3,000 prisoners, I think that's decongestion of the prisons, because we see sometimes that the prisons are so congested and it could spread diseases. I remember during time of COVID-19, my question was, okay, if you penalize people and you send them to the prison will become congested. So how do you do that? So I think it's a plus at this point in time for the prisoners, 3,000 prisoners who have been released in Egypt.
No doubt, it's a plus, and most definitely the prisoners definitely will be looking at one thing, that they can go home during this celebration and remembrance